Hey everyone, we're in our 5th week of our chakra series, which means that we're focusing on our 5th chakra, our throat chakra or our Vishuddha Chakra. While I tell you a little bit more about this energy center, let's just very gently start to open through the throat and the neck. So you can start by dropping one ear to one shoulder, and then in your own time you can swap to the other side. You could also do chin to chest, and then maybe chin to sky. Maybe there's a couple of rotations, just moving in a way that feels really nice and natural for you. So the throat chakra is located in the throat, in the neck. Its element is sound, vibration, or space. We develop this chakra between age 7 and age 12. And its main responsibilities, its main qualities are ones of expression, of creativity. It's about how we use our voice to express what we think, how we feel. And when we are healthy, when we are balanced in this chakra, we can do so freely. We can express ourselves authentically. We're kind. We are truthful and honest. It also means that we're good listeners. Okay, so it's not just about putting stuff out there, it's also about hearing other people's voices, not feeling like we have to insert our thoughts or opinions all the time. We can really hear what other people have to say and kind of seeing them as they are. If we're feeling a little unbalanced in this chakra, it may mean that we speak dishonestly, maybe we manipulate the truth. Maybe we feel like we can't express ourselves, that we can't bring out our truth, we can't maybe vocalize what we're feeling. And it doesn't necessarily just mean about the voice, it's mean about just our energy, putting things out there. Maybe we're excessive in this chakra and we talk too much, we put ourselves out there too much, and we need to restrain and hold back. So as we move in our class today and focus on opening through the throat, let's consider some of these qualities and how we might be feeling within them. So if you're still moving your neck, let's just come back to a more neutral position. Close the eyes for a moment and take a breath in through the nose. Hold the breath at the top. Take a sigh out through the mouth. Take one more breath like that, in through the nose, filling up the belly, the ribs, the upper chest. Pause the breath. Breathe in a little bit more. Feel that fullness within the chest. One more breath. Sigh it out, make it louder. Use your voice. We're going to start in a standing position. So very gently open up your eyes. Find your way onto your feet. Bring your feet hip width distance. Lift up your toes and then drop each toe from the pinky finger to pinky toe all the way down until your big toe. Try and spread them wide on your mat. Tuck your tailbone. Lift up through the heart center. Bring your hands into fists, so you interlace them together, and bring the knuckles underneath the head. This breathwork technique that we're going to use, I learned from Bikram yoga. I'm sure it's other places as well, but let's lift our elbows up to the sky, breathing in through the nose. Let's start by exhaling through the nose. Pull your elbows together and push your knuckles into your chin. Open the eye gaze to the sky. Try that again. Inhale, come back. Lift your elbows as high as you can. Exhale through the nose. Lift the chin up. Feel the stretch through the front of the throat. A few more times. Option this time. Breathe out through the mouth. Maybe you poke your tongue out. Let's go about 4 more. Feel the energy come into the front of the neck. 2 more. And then release the hands by the sides. Open through the front of the collarbones. Tug the shoulder blades down the back body. If you aren't already, let's come to the top of the mat. Tuck your chin into the chest. Release down the back of the neck. You might like to interlace fingertips behind the back of the head, tugging elbows towards each other. Open the elbows wide, lift the chin, breathe in. Lift the chest up. As you exhale, tuck the chin in again, elbows in, round to the back, very slowly coming into a forward fold. Bend your knees a little bit more here than you usually would, just so that you can help rest the belly closer to the thighs. Stay at the bottom, really pull the head down. You might like to sway side to side. Hands to the shins, breathe in as you lift halfway. Long spine here. As you exhale, bring your hands down either side of your feet, step back into your plank. Spread your fingertips wide, middle fingers pointing forward. Strong brace of your belly, really push the floor away from you. Inhale as you shift your weight forward. As you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, come down onto your belly. You're going to open through the chest here. Extend the right hand out to the side in line with your shoulder. Left toes turn high, breathe in. As you breathe out, push through your left hand, roll onto your right side body. Left foot comes behind the right thigh. At any point, if this becomes quite a lot for your right chest, you can bring your right hand forward. If you did feel like a little bit more, you could cactus out the elbow. You could stay with the left hand on the ground, or you could wind it behind your back. One more slow breath. Roll yourself back through center. Let's swap to the other side. Left hand out in line with the shoulder. Turn your right toes high. Breathe in. As you exhale, roll onto your left shoulder. Plant your right foot behind your left. Find any options that feel good. Maybe that's cactusing the elbow. Maybe taking the right hand behind the back. And as we hold here for another few breaths, see if you can find your Ujjayi pranayama, that constriction of the throat that helps to create a vibration, helps to create a wave-like sound. Helping to use our voice, use sound as a way to focus the mind. Roll yourself back through center. Hands by the ribs, or you can bring them slightly more forward if you wanted a bit more support. Point your toes, squeeze your glutes, tuck your chin into your chest, and then slowly push yourself up to cobra. Keep your chin tucked in until the last moment. Inhale as you lift your chin up towards the sky. As you exhale, slowly roll down, chin comes in last. Inhale, roll yourself up. Exhale, roll yourself down. Let's go 2 more. Use your head. Glutes are engaged last time. If you aren't already there, bring your hands by your ribs. Either pushing up onto knees or tuck toes, lift the knees off. High plank. We're going to hold at the top. Maybe you shift your weight forward on your breath in and shift your weight shift your weight back on your breath out. Try keep your hips level so they're not moving up and down. Just trying to get into the wrists a little bit more. If you did feel like more, you could try this maybe with one hand flipped, so the fingertips turn back. Maybe you try it with both hands facing back, if you wanted that challenge. Let's go one more breath. Ooh, I'm shaking. If your fingertips are flipped, turn them back around, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. You might want to bring your feet in just a little bit more. Soften your knees. Push through the hands. Chest towards the thighs. Chin is tucked in. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana here. Relax the head. Halfway left on your breath in. Breathe out, fold forward. Rise up through standing, breathe in. Lift the eye gaze as you exhale, Tadasana mountain pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's try that one more time. Lift all the way up through standing, round the back just like we did in Cobra. Head comes up last. Inhale. Tuck your ribs in. Exhale, Tadasana mountain pose. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, hands come down. Walk your hands forward. From here, side plank, drop your heels towards the right, lift your left hand up to the sky. At any point, you can bring your right knee down to the ground for more support. One more breath. Left hand comes down, right hand lifts high. Keep lifting your hips up. A little squeeze to the glutes, push your hips forward slightly. One more time each side. Option as you go back onto your right hand, if you felt like more, lift your left foot high. So really getting into the shoulders, getting into the core. Left hand down, right hand high. Maybe the right foot lifts. Right foot comes down, right hand comes down, lower your knees down, child's pose, hips to heels. Take a breath. And then when you're ready, roll yourself forward, tabletop position, hands underneath the shoulders. Use your next breath in, tuck your elbows in, chin and chest to the ground. So you're looking forward slightly, your tailbone is still lifted. As you exhale, kind of shuffle your knees back, lower your hips down, cobra pose. Breathe in as you lift your heart up high, maybe the chin lifts as well. As you exhale, lower yourself down, push up onto knees or toes, high plank. Step back, downward facing dog. Okay, we're just going to do one really short sequence, one time each side. Just helping to open through the front of the body a little bit more. Setting up for our peak pose, Purvottanasana. Breathe in, right toes sweep high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Squeeze your foot into your glutes. Right shoulder is in line with the left, so we're finding lots of Length through the right side body, through the intercostal muscles, through the obliques. Use your next breath in, roll yourself forward, right knee towards the nose. As you exhale, step the right foot in between your hands, stay low in your right leg, crouching warrior. Shift your weight forward, right knee bends as much as you can over the middle of the foot, and you could keep the hands underneath your shoulders on the ground, or you can bring hands to heart. You could stay more neutral through the spine or find a back bend by lifting your left foot up and your chest up too. Feel the glutes engage, that left one, feeling the left hamstrings engage as well. One more breath. Stork pose, left knee lifts up to the chest. As you exhale, option to dive the nose towards the knee. At any point, you can bring your hands around your shin to help it there. Although if you wanted more activeness, no hands. One more balancing posture, dancer's pose, Natharajasana. Left foot comes behind, left hand on the inside of your left heel for this one. Right hand forward, breathe in. Start to lift your left foot high. As you exhale, dive the chest forward. Feeling the openness through the front of the left shoulder, the strength through the back of the body. One more breath. Tadasana, mountain pose. Left foot plants down, maybe you shake out your right foot. Once you land, breathe in, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, hands come down, step back into plank. Side plank on the right, drop your heels to the right, lift the left hand high. You can stay here. You could lift your left foot, or you could find wild thing. Take your left toes behind to the side of the mat, right leg stays long. Lift your hips up. Squeeze your glutes, left hand reaching to the front of the mat. So you're really trying to open through the left shoulder, through the left hip. Look back down to the ground, high plank. Knees come down, tabletop position, just like we did before, chin and chest on your breath in. Finding a back bend. As you exhale, shuffle the knees back slightly, lie down on your belly. Cobra pose on your breath in. Little push through the hands. Exhale, come down, knees or toes, push up, high plank. And then downward facing dog. Take a breath in through the nose. And a breath out through the nose. Let's try that on the other side. Left toe sweep high, inhale. As you exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Bending your bottom knee will help you lift the knee up a little higher. Keep tucking your chin in so you're looking at your right big toe. On your next breath in, roll forward, left knee towards the nose. As you exhale, step the foot in between the hands, stay low, shift your weight forward, crouching warrior. Again, maybe hands stay on the ground underneath the shoulders, or you can bring your hands to your chest. Squeeze the right glute and the right hamstrings. Maybe you arch your back here. So you lift your chin up, you lift your heel up, finding a dish-like shape. Stork pose, right knee pulls to the chest, inhale. Try to get it as high as you can. As you exhale, nose towards the knee. Remember, you can use your hands here if you want. Last time, dancer's pose. Right hand comes around the right heel. Left hand forward, breathe in. As you exhale, lean forward, kick your right foot up. Try pull your right shoulder and your right hip forward a little bit more. And if it feels comfortable, try to lift your eye gaze, your drishti. Open through the front of the heart, through the front of the neck a little more. One more breath. mountain pose. Lightly touch down. Maybe shake out your left foot. Breathe in, lift both of the arms up. Breathe out, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, hands come down, step back into your plank. Side plank on the left, Vishuddha. Right hand lifts. You can stay here, remember your options. You could lift one foot off your right foot. Or maybe wild thing, right toes come behind. Push through both feet to lift your hips up. Squeeze your glutes, roll your right shoulder, right hip away. Maybe you bring your eye gaze towards your right thumb. Right hand comes down, knees come down, shuffle the hands back slightly, chin and chest. It's almost like a chaturanga, so you lean forward, look forward, lower the hips down on your exhale. Inhale, cobra. As you exhale, come down, let's find child's pose. Hips to heels. Take a slow breath in. Slow breath out. Walk your hands back towards you. Shuffle your feet to one side, sit down on your hips. Reverse tabletop or reverse plank. Purvottanasana or stretch of the east. So for this one, if you can, try bring your fingertips facing your hips, or you can have your fingertips turning out a little bit more if it felt more comfortable for you. Reverse tabletop, you're going to have your feet hip width distance, knees bent, lifting your hips up. If you're going for reverse plank, lengthen your legs. Aim is to try touch the toes down to the ground as you lift the heart and the hips. You're going to hold at the top for about 5 slow breaths. So when you're ready, roll the shoulders back and down, lift through the heart, squeeze your glutes, and you could keep the chin tucked in, or if it felt comfortable, see if you can drop the head back. And then slowly lower yourself down. It's not a pose that I can hold for very long, but just shake out the wrists. We're going to slow things down pretty quickly. Find a cross-legged position. Let's start left foot in front of the right. Sukhasana. Although if you wanted to go a little bit more, you could bring it up onto the shin or up onto the thigh. Inhale, lift up tall. As you exhale, fold forward. Slow the breath down. Notice where you can soften in the body. Walk your hands back. Keep the legs where they are. Breathe in, lift tall. As you exhale, turn your chin over your left shoulder. So you're rotating through the cervical spine. And then continue with that rotation through the thoracic spine. Left hand reaches behind your hip, right hand reaches around the outside of the left thigh. So starting the rotation from the top and then moving it down through each vertebrae. One more breath. Come back through center. Let's swap to the other side. Right foot in front. Inhale. Reach the crown of the head high, and then as you exhale, melt it forward. Get heavy through the head. Walk your hands back. Breathe in. As you breathe out, turn the chin over your right shoulder, rotating through the upper spine. And then continue the rotation, twisting the heart to the right. And then eventually right fingertips land behind your hips. Left hand comes around the right thigh. Drop that left shoulder down. Breathing into the ribs, feeling them expand to the sides as well as front and back. As you exhale, rotating a little further. Eventually coming back through center and holding in your seat. Closing your eyes. Softening the face. We're going to be here for another minute or two in quiet, where we really try to listen. Listen to the different thoughts that are on in your mind. Listening to any sensations in the body. And listening with an open heart, open ears. Not rejecting or criticizing anything, just letting things be as they are. And to finish our practice, we're going to chant Om, A-U-M, 3 times. Each time, see if you can get a little bit louder. Really use your voice. Breathing in. Om. Loudest one. Maybe finishing with hands in the lap or hands through heart center. Respecting this sound, this vibration. Letting it be expressed through words, through our voice, through how we put ourselves out into the world, but also being willing to receive other people's sounds, other people's vibrations. Finding that balance between out and in. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Thank you, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed today's practice. And we have one more class on our throat chakra. So if you're curious about trying that, then make sure that you hang out and give it a go when it arrives. I'll see you again sometime soon. Thank you so much.